Welcome back, fam. This is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. Hope you're having a wonderful day, and I really hope you've been taking care of yourself, learning more about your purpose, your mission, about your natal chart, really leaving no stone unturned along your hero's journey, because it's all about you, okay? And I'm just here to remind you of your greatness, and it's all about self-discovery and knowledge of self, and really learn these 7 Hermetic Principles. Hint hint, that way you can really skip some levels, okay, and really incorporate these things to your life and take action. And most people don't take action, okay? But today, guys, we back with another presentation, and today it's all about never underestimate the power of planting a seed. And the reason why I named it this, because like many of you guys are coming to a lot of great, information and knowledge that could really help a lot of people, and a lot of people are not very receptive to your information, because it's just like, you taking a floodlight and flashing it into their face versus taking like a little small pen light, right? So they can really kind of see things, okay? But I'm saying all of that to say this: it's all about the delivery, and sometimes it's and a little patient too, and everybody is not open to receive the quality of information that you sharing with them, okay? Everybody's not ready to grow, all right? But never underestimate the power of planting the seed, okay? But be sure to click that like and subscribe button down below. I greatly appreciate you guys, and remember, along your hero's journey, it's all about our purpose and mission. Require learn a many life lessons and to gain experience and knowledge for our soul's growth. And at the same time frame, we come into a lot of great information that can really help people, okay? And it's all about teaching people to really help themselves, okay? And I know we can save a lot of time by doing the work for people, and it's easier just to do the work for people, but how can they really learn if you doing everything, okay? So, and it's the time to really empower people to really help them help themselves, and really help each person. We helping each other to become our own leader and guru, so we can really synthesize and synergize our energy together and really raise the frequency vibration to a whole nother level, okay? And remember, so if you guys been doing the same thing over and over again, and you really haven't been seeing any kind of results, no kind of balance or consistency, in my experience, okay, using these 7 Hermetic Principles, of course, you gotta change your daily routine. Read those books that you really need to read that they don't teach in school. Incorporate things into your daily activity, that people if you want to call it the upper echelon, what do they do? What is their daily schedule is like? That's a great word, schedule. So if you don't have a schedule, even if you don't have a business, everybody should have a schedule, okay? And a mentor too, all right? But I'm saying all of that to say this, guys, change your input for a better output. Change your routine if you want new results in your life, okay? I promise you, just by doing a little tweak, reading those books that they don't teach you in school, and incorporating some of these actions into your daily routine, I promise you, it will take you far. And I'm gonna share some things along that I was able to manifest, and actually share with other people so they can get some things popping and rolling in their lives as well. But along your journey, if you don't do anything else, it's all about your intent, and have fun, okay? Have fun, all right? Because there's no cookie cutter recipe to life. It's all about refining and repeating the process, learning some of these lessons on your own, and at the same time frame that you're really gonna gain that experience through self-discovery and knowledge of self on your own, okay? Because you are your own guru. And remember, to have that greater alignment, guys, your thoughts, beliefs, words, emotions, and actions are always going to equal your reality and your results. So again, many of you guys been receiving that call to adventure, and I wanted to share this with you because you guys been coming to a lot of great information, and you really have some information that can really help. It can help a lot of people, but people just either they've been rejecting you, or they just like, basically not really listening to you. Like, hey, I don't want to hear that mess, right? Okay, I know how it goes, okay? But it's all about your delivery and just, tweaking things up, especially when you love these people and you really have that information that can help them, but because they never heard of it before and it coming from you, no matter if you're older, okay, let me rephrase that, no matter where, you're older or younger, as long as it's coming from you, it doesn't make sense, right? But at the end of the day, guys, lead people, to the right direction. Share reference with them, especially if you have some reference material, and it's going to take you far along your hero's journey. But again, you guys been receiving all this, supernatural aid from your ancestors, your spirit guides, your spiritual team. They really want to help you grow to the next level, okay? And so far, you've been receiving all this help because there's more to life than what they've been told, and you ready, to really take your life into your own hands and put in the work and leave no stone unturned. And that's why I fall in. I'm one of the many mentors. You want to call me a mentor, right? That sharing my ups and downs with you. And letting you know, like, hey, there are some, cheat codes along the way. There are ways that you can skip levels. However, you still have to put in a little work and, really get some of that experience. So even though you can see things from a higher perspective, you still have to put in a little work so you can really respect, your new position, okay? But it's all about transformation, atonement, and becoming, better, smarter, wiser each and every day. So again, your greatest competition that you have, guys, is, that person that you were yesterday. So you should always, strive to become better, than the person that you were yesterday. If not, you're not growing, okay? And so what we have going on right now, a lot of people are stuck in different level of consciousness. And if you pay attention to this chart right here, many people, they reach this love frequency to a certain degree, okay? However, they, very few get into this flow category, okay? And then enter that, that pure Tao, okay? But with that being said, which is the spirit, and a lot of people are stuck in these lower vibration, and, and it's all about each and every person raising their frequency vibration, and you can do it through various ways, through food, music, the arts, you name it, just spoken words, like what I'm doing right now, with just sharing my story. It don't have to be rap or singing, right? But I'm using this throat chakra of mine and really voicing my inner thoughts and inner feelings with you and my experiences, okay? But with that being said, many people are stuck in their lower vibration, and part of my assignment here is to get you to tune, give you a quick tune up so you can tune into yourself, so you can get in the ebb and the flow of the cosmos and with yourself and the universe, okay? But as we close, guys, when you're dealing with people and you really, have this information you want to share with them, don't force it on them. But remember, the lips of wisdom are closed except to the ears of understanding, the Kabbalion. And a few tips, that I want to leave with you, along your journey here. And I really want you to remember this. It's not our responsibility to really help somebody that we really love to make positive shifts in their lives. It's their responsibility. I mean, all we can do is really show up, support them, offer them insight and feedback when they ask, right? Otherwise, it's all about living your best life, and know that, they'll make the shift when they need to make it, when their time, is right for them. But you can't force them, okay? But focus on yourself. All right. So always, build, work on yourself, learn more about yourself. And as you build and work on yourself, people are going to see your results, and you don't have to do much talk at all. And remember, guys, if you're looking for that one person to change your life, all you got to do is take a look in the mirror. It's always been you this whole entire time. Nobody's been here but you and the spirit within you. Okay, it's always been you. And so remember, guys, what you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create. Buddha. And lastly, when it comes to planting this seed, guys, you cannot force somebody to hear the message they are not ready to receive. But, right, we must never underestimate the power of planting the seed, okay? And as we close, guys, When you focus on building, living your best life and working on yourself, becoming stronger, wiser, right? Each and every day, build your own dream now, or someone will gladly hire you to build theirs until you can figure yours out, okay? And that's why knowledge of self is longer lasting, and it's very important in my opinion, okay? And as we get out of here, please learn these 7 Hermetic Principles. That's all I'm saying, okay? And really, incorporate these into your life each and every day. I promise you, you're going to thank me in the long run. And when it comes to this term fear, this false evidence appearing real, and all you have to do is just flip that switch and know that, hey, I'm created from greatness. I don't know what this fear means, because all I'm going to do is face everything and rise. And I know, I am. You know what I'm saying? That's all it has to be. And remember, your mind is your garden. So if you haven't been getting those results in your life that that you deserve, you got to change the input that's in your mind, your ears, your eyes. Change those TV shows. Start watching things that can really help you. If you're having money problems, there are plenty of books out there about money, that'll teach you how to make money every month like clockwork. Okay, that probably, you'll probably end up investing at least like $5 to maybe $15 for these books, but these books will help you, increase your cash flow monthly. Okay, so everything, all these resources are there for you, in other words. Okay, in summary, it's all about knowing yourself, your purpose, and start now. It's all about researching and your intent. The universe will mirror your intent. Okay, so again, you have to become what you seek, like attracts like. So put yourself on that vibration. So like, hey, I really want to make a change in my life. Find that mentor, that role model. Find some kind of benchmark or an icon where you can focus on, like, hey, this is the kind of being, right, that I really want to set myself up to be like and surpass. So that's the kind of attitude you really need to have, because you can do all things. Okay, so don't limit yourself, guys. Each person will shift when they're ready. Don't force them. Deliver that message and keep it moving. But always, all those lessons that you went through, throughout your life, ups and downs, use these things as teaching tools to really share with others to help them grow. Because when you use, your past experience, people can really put themselves on your shoes, in other words. But get great at delivering your message. Sometimes your intent may be well, however, that delivery, it's all about working on that delivery. And for me, I like to put things in a pretty much like a question format, to kind of take the tension off of, really delivering a message. Like, hey, have you heard of this before? Like, man, I came across this information here. That's how I like to play it. Okay, that way, sometimes I may can come across a little abrasive, because especially when you have a certain amount of knowledge, you can come across a little arrogant. But you're not arrogant, you just know what the hell you're talking about. Okay, but at the same time frame, tone it down. Don't put a floodlight in people's face. Put a little pin light, show them, a little light, but not too much to blind them, because they will reject your information. Okay, and that way you can kind of avoid losing those relationships that you built, that know, like, and trust. And that way you don't jeopardize those relationship. Okay, but at the same time frame, you still want to plant that seed and deliver a great message. All right. But in my experience, when you're delivering these messages, guys, sometimes you may have to repeat yourself at least about 7 times before that seed starts to really sprouting up for you, in these people's lives. All right. But as we get out here and close, again, leave reference so people can learn, information on their own. Everything's connected. See yourself in everything. Remember, everyone is on different levels of consciousness, like I mentioned to you before. Okay, some people, majority of the people are stuck, really below 500 hertz here, and they lack the knowledge of self and some form of enlightenment, right? But remember, you was one just like them. So have that humble confidence, share the information with them, help them, but don't force them, okay? But a seed doesn't grow overnight. I like to use these 369 week, month, year. Just give it time. In other words, just have some patience, okay? But track your progress, guys, and incorporate this 80-20 rule into your life. 20% of the people that you share knowledge with that really could use it, even when you make a suggestion with a right heart, right? 20% of the people going to take heed or really listen to the information, and they may come back later to ask you some questions. But please incorporate some goal setting into your life too, with your whole overall process. Plan, review, take action, refine, and repeat the process. And remember, if you don't have a plan, you plan to fail, guys. And that's how I've been along my journey as well. And as we close, please find a mentor with some results, not just talk. Find somebody that's doing the thing that you're looking forward to do in life, and just keep refining, repeating the process, until you find that sweet spot that's working for you. And the same thing, with the people you share the information with. You tell them, just keep working on something. Repetition is the mother of all skill. And we all can get great at something, but what? So again, what are you doing every day? So if those things that you're doing every day is not really getting any results in your life, what can I swap out of my life that's really slowing me down, that I can swap out with something that can really help catapult my results in a new direction, in other words. Okay, and I hope that makes sense. But as we get out of here, here are a couple references I highly encourage you guys to really read. Most of these information is free these days, free PDF. But As a Man Thinkers and How to Win Friends and Influence People, these two books will take you far. And this book pretty much mimics these 7 Hermetic principles, but in a story format. Okay, so again, guys, this is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts, and this never underestimate the power of planting seeds. Planting a seed, okay? Because remember, we cannot force someone to hear the message they are not ready to receive. But we must never underestimate the power of planting a seed, okay? And our purpose and mission require learning life lessons to gain that experience and knowledge for our soul growth, and teach others to help themselves. And each person is their own leader / guru. Share your knowledge and wisdom with people. Have fun at the end of the day, okay? But be sure to click that like and subscribe button down below. I greatly appreciate you guys. We'll be back with talking a little bit about self-limited belief. Committing, you guys will encounter some of that along your path, and I'm gonna share with you what I did to deal with some self-limiting belief, and how I was able to pretty much make the best out of the worst and still stay focused on my purpose and mission, and still take action, in other words. Because sometimes when you have these self-limiting belief, it can put you in the isolation mode. You don't want to do anything, because you can't see your greatness within the frame, okay? And sometimes you have to just a little change of perspective, just to get a glimpse at your own greatness, if that makes sense. But guys, we're gonna talk a lot about some more things, but it was wonderful today. We'll be back with our next presentation very soon. And remember, your thoughts, belief, words, emotion, and action are always going to equal your reality and your results. Until next time, this is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. Stay grateful and focused, fam. Peace.